G'day gang, it's our last game of the season here with RFC Seraing and what should be our last game with them ever. G'day gang, welcome back to Chump and Champ. I'm Waylons, but most people call me Wally today. We got our final game of the season in the Belgium Pro League A with RFC Seraing. We are taking on the Lommel SK. Let's just say our form hasn't been great. Since we last came to you in the Club Bruges game, we lost to Zulte Waregem 0-1. We lost to Ostende 0-2. And then we had a confidence friendly, but we only, I played the kids. Give me some credit here. I only played the kids. We beat Wasland Beveren 3-2. And then we got the win we needed to get things rolling again against Beerschot and beat them 1-0. And now we take on Lommel SK in the last match of the season. I was hoping this would be a bit of a relegation thing for them, so it was a bit of excitement, but no, they sorted themselves out last week. We are 9th in the Pro League A with no hope of moving up, but we do... Oh, nor are we really... Yeah, we are. We're in danger of moving down a spot if we don't win. I think we could probably get away with it if we draw. What's the goal difference? Yeah, we got Zulte Waregem on goal difference. So if we draw, I think we're fine, but 9th it is. It's a record top finishing for us. Team selection wise, not a lot going on. It's the usual pack. Deleuze is playing because I think Comedy Van Gonta is not 100%, so we're going to give Deleuze the run in the final game today. Look, we're giving Maxime Rackers a run. We're supposed to be giving him a contract at the end of the season. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be here, but more on that shortly. I'm not sure even if I stay, I want to keep him on. I mean, he's really getting towards the end of his tether, Maxime Wackers. Obviously done a bit of a job for me this year, but only rating a 6.6 in the 10 appearances all up that he's had. And some of those have been starts as well. It's not like he's been just thrown in there 6 starts from the 10 appearances there. So we're going to have a bit of a doff of the hat to some of the old guys if this is our last game with Seraing, and I do intend it to be, but I'll give you a couple of the reasons in a moment, folks. So it's Baconi in the goal, Reter, Wackers, Marusic, and Deleuze are the back four. Pidaloo and Bowen in the centre of the park. Van Roy, Ricardo, and Nicholson as the winger. And a right up front. I mean, if it's our last game here in charge of Seraing, we got to have a right up front, don't we? I think he's just about the last of the old guard left in there. No, Pidaloo. Orion Pidaloo, the last of the old guard, still left there from when I took over at the club. But let's get into this game here and see if we can send these boys out with a bang. We've got Vermeulen on the bench. We plan to get him on there. Who else have we got there? And no, that's it. And we want to get Richard Demant on, because freshly named Richard Demant, we want to see him. We want to see him thriving in another match before we move on. Now, that's if we move on. Let's get this going first and throw out some encouragement. And we're going to go positive straight away. I got knocked back for another job. I've applied for, who was it? Swindon I applied for, and they're like, yeah, no thanks, mate. Didn't even get an interview with them, and yeah, Derby knocked me back as well. So, am I? I mean, I'm managing what's allegedly the eighth best league in the world, and I can't manage to get myself a job in a championship club. We're going to throw out some more encouragement here. And it's really quite frustrating. The championship are rated like a lot lower than that. And yeah, I'm struggling to get interviews. I think it's just not going right. Poor Maxime Wackers is going to come off at halftime, which is a nice little symbolic changing of the guard going on here, because we are going to bring on our friend here, Richard Demant. Dickie Diamond in the back. Just where you want him, Dickie Diamond in the back. I think we're going to leave everything else as it is for the moment, though. Or are we? Or are we? No, we're going to give it a bit. We're going to give it a bit. We're going to outstretch the arms. Tell them we're pleased. Get out there. And hopefully the momentum carries us across the line here. So, yeah, the job shirts has been frustrating. So now that's brought my thoughts to my contract runs out in a few days' time. What am I going to do with myself? You know, do I like realism-wise, I can't afford to be unemployed, right? Nicholson, ooh, it's not like I've earned billions of dollars as a manager yet and can have a sabbatical out of the game. You know, sabbaticals are for successful people. I'm not successful yet. Well, not that successful to be earning a wage enough that I can take 6 months out of the game and realistically, inverted commas, survive. So taking that into account, if Seraing offered me another 2 years, I'll probably stay. But I will try Nicholson's through. Nicholson's in. Nicholson with a side foot, and it's Jamie bloody Crozier again. This guy keeps cropping up. Like I said, he was really good for me in my Birmingham save in FM21. I think he's a keeper that you can look out for here. Rightio, it's the last chance saloon for a couple of these boys here. So we're going to make a change here. So off comes Nicholas O'Reilly. And we're going to bring on... Now, who are we going to bring on? We're going to bring on Alphonse Vermeulen. And we're going to put Nicholson up front. And Vermeulen can play as the inverted winger here. Actually, we're going to swap with Van Roy. And he can play as inverted winger on attack. And Van Roy can play as a winger here. There we go. There we go. That's something a bit different. Let's change it up a bit. Who else did we want to get on? We've got everyone on that we want to get on. We've got one more sub left. Might as well use it now. See what we're going to do. We're going to go chase the game. I've decided. So now it's going to happen. There. False 9. Thank you, sir. We'll throw the team talk in here. We'll give him the fist pumping. Perhaps our finals fist pumping at Seraing. We will see how we go. So like I said, I'm not sure. Like, why I don't want to be here so much, they've shaved already on initial estimates 10,000 off my wage budget. Like, that's so many. The squad I have to let go. I don't see how we survive in this league on those wages. I mean, I think I'm working miracles with us to have us where we are at the moment. We're going to step this up just a little bit more here. I thought all that was turned on. I don't know what's going on here. Something strange in your neighbourhood. And let's get on with this again. Yeah, so it's, yeah, I need to find another job somewhere because I really don't want to be here on £25,000 a week. I don't think you can make it work for that. We're struggling to make it work at the moment on 35,000. I don't see how it's good for my career. I don't see how it's good for the story, like me not leaving. Oh. Deluged at Nicholson. And, the last minute, perhaps it's us for the last minute winner this time. That goal caught me by surprise, it has. Absolutely caught me by surprise. I need a sip of water. And Nicholson just like taps home a beautiful cross from Deleuze. And we get out of jail here. And we finally pierce Jamie Crozier as well. That is nice. So that is the end of the season here. Look, what we're going to do is we're going to come to you with the season review, which hopefully comes up sooner rather than later. We'll talk further about the job prospects then. But like I said, 25,000 a week next year, when we're already paying them 35,000 a week this year. That's me selling Piccone at bargain basement prices. And yeah, I'm not sure that's how that's not how I want to leave the club. I want to leave the club in a better state than I found it. I think that is 100%, well, it is 100% where we are at the moment. We're earning enough to, if we attract the right club injection of funds and the right sponsorship, we are earning enough to be in this league. Any rate, enough crapping on from me. Let's fast forward now, and I'll come back to you when the season review is ready. Rightio, folks, here we go. End of season review here for, again, what I'm saying, I'm hoping it's going to be our last season here. I've applied for another job, Coventry this time. Let's hope we get it. I applied for 2 Bundesliga's jobs. Got too late for one of them and got sold no thanks for the other one. So, signing of the seasons, new arrivals. Yeah, Van Roy, I'd agree with that as signing of the season. I mean, I thought Kevin Nicholson was very good in patches during the season, but Van Roy was consistently good throughout. Santos okay. And unfortunately, Ricardo not quite as good as I thought he'd be. Look, the 4 assists, when you compare that with Van Roy's created 5 himself, yeah, I mean, that's probably where we've lacked, is our creative boy there, Ricardo, not getting and commanding enough of the ball. So we'll have to look about that if we are still here next season. The players out, there's a whole heap. We said goodbye to Timon, Damashka, Bertolucci, Bram Legay, Timo Zal, Mariotti, that was a bit of a sad one. Sergen Klutzen for 40k. I thought that was, you know, anything for 40k is awesome. DuPont, that was a little bit disappointing maybe. Vashurin 55, yeah, that's good. Timothy Gouch 140k, yeah, that was nice. And 28 for Lucas Ness. Yeah, I think I was pretty happy with that. I was pretty happy with most of that. The board are very unhappy with that. Well, I wasn't happy with it either, to be fair, but he wasn't going to sign a new contract. We got something for him. Let's get to the season results here. So we ended up finishing 9th, very much best of the rest in the Belgian Pro League A there. Oh, we were expected to finish in the relegation playoff, and we've well and truly cleared that. So that is good. I got an A+ from the board. The Belgian Cup, I'll just be a C, I reckon. Yet didn't pay much attention to the Belgian Cup, to be honest with you. I just wanted to have a good season here at Seraing and apply myself to the job properly, and I've got our best ever finish from doing that. So my best player of the year, before we go any further here, I'm going to say Piccone has been my favourite. He's been the pick of the bunch for me. Some biggest win was 4-0 against Club Bruges. The match to remember, yeah, 4-1. God damn it was, against Tom the Cock. Absolutely, the game's finally starting to listen to me in that respect. And goal of the season of Bowen, I think I called that one at the time in the Eupen game. That one, yes, I remember that. That was from outside the area that surprised us all, that goal. Well-deserved one there from Sam Bowen. So no increase in reputation, no real change in sponsorship and that sort of stuff. Good to see a goalkeeper up there selling shirts, but it's very much Orion Van Roy, the boy, at the front of the queue. And then the old guard, Pidaloo and Bowen behind Piccone in the middle there. Yeah, that's how we lined up until the patch came in and we had to change what we were doing. Yeah, like I said, for me, Piccone, player of the season. So fans player of the season, though, is Nicholas Arai. Young player of the season, Piccone. I suppose I'll get that. Signing of the season, Van Roy. Yep, absolutely. Goal of the season, Bowen. We already heard about that. So Nicholas Arai finished top scorer with 10 goals. Loic Rater with 8 assists. I mean, I gave Loic Rater a bit of crap towards the end of the season, but when that boy is on, he is on. Highest average rating, Arai. Yeah. I mean, never had to play tired, did he? Always took him off. So I think that helps with his rating a bit. And Martin Pidaloo, probably as expected, the tidiest person with the ball in the team. 8 is actually a record for assists. So there we go. I've probably hung a bit of unfair crap on Loic Rater this season, so that's very good. Vincenzo Piccone, 16 clean sheets, takes Timothy Gouge's clean sheet record at the first time of asking as a full season starter. And Nicholas Arai is out to 61 goals for the club in the league. So that is the season review. What else have we got here? Oh, this is the best 11. Kymani Van Gonta has made his way into the best ever 11 at right back. Piccone onto the bench, Marusic under the bench. So the starting lineup, as we said before, is Gouger in the goal, Akangamani, Faye, Wackers, Van Conter the back four, Wets behind Bowen and Vermeulen, whatever. And this is stood out, Alach and Tarek Tarkan. If I am here for another season, I need to fix that. And Nicholas Arai up front. And there we have it. It's another season come to the end here at RFC Seraing. I think we've done pretty well considering our limited resources and our time here. We'll be keen to find out as much as you guys are on what goes on with the job applications. Like I said, I'm throwing them out thick and fast. Anything championship up in England I'm applying for. Anything top league that tickles my fancy in Spain, France, Italy, and the Bundesliga. Yeah, I'm throwing my hat in the ring for those as well. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. My name is Waylon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.